Hello, today we're going to be making a bullwhip made out of duct tape so you can whip your friends and family. Just kidding, don't do that. Let's get started. So like I said, we're going to be making a bullwhip that I learned how to make a while back and I thought I'd share with you. So I'll show you the five things that you will need to get started on making your own bullwhip so you can whip your friends and family. Also, kidding again, don't do that. Okay, so the things that you're going to need to get started are a pair of scissors. Not too sharp so you don't cut yourself while you're doing the project, but sharp enough to get the job done. Number one. Now you are going to need 3 different rolls of duct tape. Doesn't matter which colour. These are the colours I had on hand, so I thought I used them. So I have, oh no, apologise. I have yellow, I don't know, blue something. I don't know what colour that is. And then another shade of blue. So those are my colours. And then lastly, you'll need a dog bone. So, just kidding, you won't need this. I found this under the couch. Next, what you're going to want to do is take your first strip of duct tape and attach it to a surface like that. And then attach the other end to a surface like that. So, it should be a pretty long piece of duct tape, like so. The second step you'll want to do is you're going to want to cut this entire strip of duct tape right down the middle. Now this can be a bit tricky if you don't do it correctly because all the parts could stick together and then you're going to have to crumble it into a bowl and start over. So be careful. Let's see how this goes. After using my brain for a little bit, I realised that there was an easier solution to this problem. So don't do the first step, don't cut it down to middle. All you're going to do now is take the duct tape and simply fold it down the middle, hot dog style. So you're going to basically take this entire line, you're going to fold it like that. And after you're done, I'll tell you what to do next. So after doing that long, treacherous process, you might have started out pretty good with like a nice fold, but then towards the end you might have got a bit more crinkly and like not so good, like not even. I'm gonna pop this little air bubble. There's a little air bubble there. Okay. So now that you have your string, you just need a string. Make sure all the sticky ends are folded down. And now you're gonna take your other 2 colours and you're going to do the exact same thing and make them the exact same length. So have fun with that, and I'll let you know what to do after that when you're done. So now you guys should have your ropes all ready to go. Now what you're going to want to do is take all your ropes and you're just going to, let me show you. Okay. So first of all, separate your ropes. They can be a bit sticky. Hopefully they're not. Hopefully you folded all the edges down. Got all my ropes the same length. It's very important. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to take each rope. You're going to put it on a surface that you can duct tape to. Started putting duct tape on this wood table. It started to chip off the paint, so be aware, be careful. So now you're going to take the ends of your duct tape. You're going to sit them about an inch onto the table. You're going to put all of them in a row and you're going to duct tape them across. So once you've duct taped the ends to your table, like so, you're going to braid them really, really tightly all the way to the very end. If you don't know what a braid is, ask your mummies and daddies, okay? Because I don't have the time to show you. Anyway. Oh, also, if you're wondering about the shirt that I'm wearing, it's my brand. It's eco-friendly. really cheap to make. So if you would like to know how to make this shirt, I'm going to make another video for you guys. So be looking forward to that one. Okay, here we go. Hey there guys, how did it go? If you were a little like me, it got a little bit frustrating, and it's definitely a tedious project, but the finished product looks something like that. All the way to the end, to the very front, all the way down to the end. Now, listen very closely. What I did here on the end is I left these little guys like that. I left these little things like sticking out. What I did, look closely here, is I took a piece of tape and I secured the end right before here, so you know it wouldn't come undone. Now, listen here. What you want to do right here is this is kind of what's going to make the sound of the whip go or something like that. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to cut it a bit shorter, but just leave this. So now that I've finished that part, I did this. I cut it a bit shorter, and then you're going to cut each strip into half, like that. Not all the way down, but just to where they split, and that will give you the end of your whip. Now here's the difficult part. If you know a lot about whips, or if you don't, you got to find a handle, because you can't just have a rope, or else this is just a duct tape rope, which is not the name of the video. So what you got to do now is you got to find a handle for that. So I'm going to go on a journey looking for a handle, which shouldn't be too hard, like a stick or something. But when I come back, I should have a handle. Hey guys, so now that your bullwhip is done, almost, you should have something that looks like this. A weapon of mass destruction. Let's get down to business. So, I found this stick outside. Now, of course, it wasn't like this, but I sawed off the ends. Don't do that by yourself, because you could hurt yourself. I didn't because I'm a trained professional. Just kidding, no, not. But I was safe, I promise. So you're going to want to take your handle like this. And then this is the end that you started on, okay? So now where's my other tape? So now you're gonna need this tape, okay? So you can tape it onto your handle. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take like this side, it doesn't matter. You're gonna put it on like that. First of all, let's get a piece of tape cut out. You're gonna wanna wrap it pretty thoroughly so it doesn't come off. You know what I mean? You don't want it to come off. That would be dangerous. Where'd the scissors go? There they are. So, maybe even more than that. About a piece like that. And I'm gonna cut it. Okay. Now, you're gonna take this piece, and this might be kind of difficult. You don't want it to stick anywhere. So you're gonna take it like so. Like, actually, do I want it on that end? Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm gonna take it like so, like that. Okay, like this. See that? You're gonna take the tape, you're gonna put it on that piece, and then you're going to take that piece, gonna put it like that. That was harder than I thought it would be. Now, you're going to take whatever color of the cords or whatever color of duct tape you want, and you're going to wrap the handle. Just for looks, you don't have to do this, but it looks really cool. Now you have a weapon of mass destruction. Use it wisely. Like a wise master once said, use your duct tape whip wisely. Don't hurt yourself. Over and out.